Okay, guys. Am I audible over the web? Yeah. Over here? Now? Okay. So yesterday we had installed Jenkins, right? In one of the machine. Yeah. And we have made the note of 8 steps which you need to take. Okay, which was building the code, getting it from motion control, all of that. Okay. So the stack which you would start our class with. Okay, and this stack can change. Don't be just with an impression that I am learning only this. Okay, the only thing which you need to know is how to build using other tools. I'm just telling this tool because this is most widely used. Okay, you might work in this set of tools itself. Okay, it is not possible for me to cover every tool because every language has minimum 3 build tools. Now you multiply with how many languages do we have? So it becomes extremely impossible for me to cover everything. Okay, we would be looking into this anyway. We know it. There is no need to worry about this too much. Okay, and then this is going to be our stack. Okay, and why do we use Git for? Version control. And Maven is a build tool for Java or C. Java based languages by default. Okay, you have plugins where you can use the same Maven to build multiple languages also. That are plugins. Okay, but basically it is being developed for building Java or Java based languages. When I say Java based languages, they are something like Scala, which you might have seen some boards or okay, it is used in Hadoop kind of structures. And then there is something called as Groovy. Okay, these are Java based languages. Okay. So by default that is for that, but there are some plugins which help you to use Maven for something else also. Okay. Sonar, static code analysis, and JFrag is repository, or I would call it as build repository. Okay, so we know how to use Git. So Git should not be a very big deal in Jenkins. Okay. Then we need to know about Maven, and then Sonar, and then JFrog, and use all of them in Jenkins. Okay, are we good? So we'll be starting with Maven. Okay, Maven is a build tool. Okay, similarly for building Java, there are two other popular alternatives. One is Ant, the other one is Gradle. Okay, and I'm not covering that just because they are just another set of tools. Your commands might change, but the end result when you want to do out of these three tools is the same. They are used for building and packaging Java based application. Okay, so all of this is fine. What is build? Build అంటే ఏంటి? Why do I need to do the build? I've taken Java code, written Java code. Can I give this to customer? What is that I need to give to the customer? An application, probably, right? So the Java code is not application, whatever you are writing. So Java code will build, will be compiled, and then it has to be packaged to form an application. So Java code రాసిన డెవలప్మెంట్ టీమ్ కోడ్ ని కంపైల్ చేసి ప్యాకేజ్ చేస్తే అప్పుడు అప్లికేషన్ అవుతుంది. That is what we are trying to do. Okay, just because you can't deliver code to your customers. For example, if rather than giving a Facebook app, they would say that okay, you got Facebook code, now execute build.bat, and after that copy these files and put it at somewhere in your Android app, and they would start working. Will you use Facebook? Why do you want to use a Facebook when it is the installation is that much difficult? That's the whole point which I'm saying. Your end user might not want to get into complicated deployments. Okay, so for that we need to package our applications. That is what we are trying to do. So with Maven we would be doing build and packaging. Okay, and then we would integrate Maven. Then we would integrate Maven with Sonar and JFrog for other capabilities. Okay, that is integration. That is not build. Okay, are we clear? So first thing which we need to learn is building and packaging. Okay, so when we speak of Java, right? Java code is written in text files called as .java. Okay, and then you do something called as compile, and then what happens? Directly jar files will come as it. .class files will come. Okay, then you would basically package. Okay, in case of Java, packaging is nothing but zipping the files. They have their own format of zipping, where they create formats like jar, var, etc. Yesterday we had seen Jenkins.var. That was nothing but a class files zipped into one format. Are we good? So this is what we need to do. At the core, this is what it is. Do we have any doubts in what we have to do? We have to take the Java code. Once we build, we would be getting .class files, and then after that we have to package it. Packaging is nothing but much like zip files, but Java has its own proprietary format. Okay, so we would be doing with jars, vars, and there are the other things like EARs and all of that stuff. But most popular are these two, so I'm writing only those two. Okay, so this is the activity which we want from Maven at a bare minimum. Okay, so this is the first thing, building. And now other things which are required are, that is clear, right? Do we have any doubts in that process? Yeah, every language will have a similar process. Some languages might not need compilation. For example, if you take JavaScript languages, something like you are building Node.js and all of that, then you don't build anything. There is no need for you to compile the code. Okay, they run directly. Probably you need to package the application. Okay, so every time it is not necessary that you would have a build. Okay, sir, JavaScript application ela build cheyali naaku teliyadu. Nenu build cheyadam chodala ippudu JavaScript application, because JavaScript is something which runs directly. So there is no need for you to build. Probably you need to package it. So that is what we do. Okay, and another important aspect of building is, for example, I am developing an application called as A. Okay, will I write everything in this application? For example, I need to send SMS. Okay, so will I write all the code for SMS in this application itself, or will I take someone's help or some other library's help? So I take some other library's help, right? So like B. Okay, similarly this B might have taken dependency of this, might have taken help from C. This is called as dependency. What is this called as? Dependency. For example, I am developing Amazon site. Okay, I might have dependency on HDFC's payment gateway, which might be some library. Okay, similarly there might be many other third-party applications. Okay, so to develop a Java component, jar or var individually, I call it as a component. Okay, I might depend on some other components. Okay, to build your component, you are depending on some other component. But when you package it, you need both. మీ కాంపోనెంట్ కావాలి, మీరు డిపెండ్ అయిన కాంపోనెంట్ కావాలి, అప్పుడే మీ అప్లికేషన్ వర్క్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, సో now we have a trouble now. So Maven was basically for building. All of this is fine, but who would download these components? Okay, initially it was developers who used to develop the components, and they used to put in something called as class path. Okay, those days are gone now. Okay, so Maven also basically gives you dependency management. So in Maven, in a particular way, you tell that I am relying on this dependency, and it would download it for you if it is not present in your system, or not present in the folder where you are supposed to, you want to have this dependency. So Maven is not just a build and just compile package, but it also does dependency management. Okay, we are clear, right? I am developing a component, I rely on some third party. That third party might rely on some other third party. So if my application want to run, I should have the third party which I am depending on, and the other third party which this application is depending on. So total I need to have 3 files or 3 jars in my folder for this application to work, and this work is done easily by Maven. Or actually, to start with, Maven was very much strong in that. Okay, Maven is taken into industry because of its dependency management. Okay, so when I say it downloads, so there should be some place where it should be downloading, right? So there is a public Maven repo. There is a Maven repository which is public to everyone, which is being connected, and we download the jars or wars from here. Okay, so as of now, this is a story. Slowly the downloads part we would change it. The moment we go to Artifactory, right, the place where we are downloading will change. Okay, are we good? So now we download dependencies, we build or compile the code, and then we package the application. This is what we do. Are we good? Yeah. For this, Maven has to support multiple things, right? So let us see what Maven does, and then install Maven and execute some application and see what happens. Okay. So let me just check. Yeah, I have Maven in this application, but I would be doing it on one of the Linux machine also. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Now let me just open a slide with respect to Maven. So what is Maven? In its basic form, it is just a build tool. Okay. What it has, he calls it as a project management tool because it can download the dependencies, and it can also manage whatever you have built so that you can give those releases to your customer. Okay. Not just because it has features like Jira. It is a project management tool because you can build and store them in some repository and give that releases to your customer. That's why it is called as basically a project management tool. Okay. And who owns Maven? Maven is an open source project which is owned by Apache Software Foundation. So which means code is open source. You can go read the code, modify the code, submit those changes, and those things will be impacted if the community approves it. So that's what it is. And basically there are a lot of Maven sites which are built using Maven itself. Okay. So we'll discuss about that feature. Don't worry about it. Okay. The most important thing, why do you want to use Maven, is repeatable builds. With continuous integration, what is that we are trying to do? For every 10 minutes or for every commit or for every 1 hour, we want to do the same build operation. Okay. And whenever you want to repeat the builds, this is the easiest tool to do that. So your developer need not worry about many things, which Maven takes care of. Okay. And now transitive dependencies. Transitive dependencies, if I am developing a component called as A, which depends on B, and B depends on C. So whenever you try to build A, both B and C will be downloaded. That is called as transitive dependencies. This is in set theory. If you see, if A depends on B and B depends on C, then A is there is something in mathematics where we call implications, right? If A implies B and B implies C, then you can say A implies C, something like that. That is called as transitive dependency or transitive implication in mathematics. Here we call the same thing as transitive dependency. So you are not only downloading your first level dependencies, but whatever dependencies that you are depending on, it will also be downloaded. Okay. So contains everything because Maven is integrated with every Java developer's environment. For example, most of you might know what an Eclipse is, right? Eclipse is an editor which the developers of Java use to build code. Okay, you can integrate Maven with any of those tools and make it easy, and it is available in every environment. Okay, so the Maven build process doesn't change from Windows to Linux to Mac, nothing. It works the same way. Installation might change. How do you install Maven might change. Okay, so it works with local repositories and remote repositories also. Okay, so fine. How do I install Maven? Okay, so there are multiple steps, and we would be using some of these to really install it. Okay, fine. And then we would be building a very simple project of Maven to understand how your developers will write. Okay, you would not never be doing this, but let us just try to understand this so that we can come to know what is that is written in that file. Okay, so let's get started. So if you want to install Maven, okay, it is nothing but downloading a file or downloading a set of zip files, okay, putting it in your machine and ensuring that you have Java in your system, okay, and then setting one environment variable for it. As simple as that. So in Windows, what you do is you download the zip file, okay, and then basically in case of Linux, you add this to the tar file, and then basically you can go to this folder and then do mvn -v, or for this folder you can add it to path variable, and then you can use Maven. Okay, so that's what he's trying to tell. Exactly, that is what he's trying to tell. So add the path of the Maven to your path variable, and everyone knows what a path variable is, right? Path variable ఎక్కడ ఉంటుంది? Advanced system settings, environment variables, and you are seeing path. To this path add a folder path till bin. Okay, and apart from that also add m2 underscore home variable. This is what you do in Windows. So you need to do two changes. One is you need to add m2 underscore home. The other thing is you need to add Maven's bin directory. Wherever you C లోనే పెట్టాలని D లో పెట్టుకోండి కావాలంటే. The path is your choice, the place is your choice. Okay, but generally we put it in C. Okay, just give that C Maven bins path in your path variable. That's it. And once you do that from the command line, as we have seen, you would be able to execute this mvn command. Okay, that's what it is. So let us try to see what to do in case of Ubuntu machine. Okay. Windows simple, right? Will you be able to do it? Download a zip file. Okay, ensure that your Windows machine has Java installed, at least 1.7. Don't go with 1.6. 1.8 is a better, but if you have even 1.7, it will work. Okay, so after that, then you need to add. What is the first thing which you need to add? We need to change path variable. To the path variable, add Maven / bin path. Wherever you have unzipped Maven, the bin path. And then create one more environment variable, which is m2 underscore home, where you need to add wherever you have unzipped, that is Maven folder. So in my case, I have unzipped in C drive Maven. So I have given this path. To the path variable, I have added this path. Okay. Same thing if you do on Linux also, it will work. In Linux also, we can add environment variables, right? Yeah. So you can download the tar file, untar it, and add the environment variables exactly like this. It would work. Okay. So, but if you want to install it using the package manager, how to do it? That's what we are trying to look into. Okay. So for that, let me. I need a Ubuntu machine, right? Yeah. So let me log in into this. Okay, 1 minute. I need to select Ubuntu. Yeah, next. I'd just say build server. Okay, I don't have a key pair, so I'll be creating one. Create a new key pair, and let me call it as build server. Okay, launch instances. Okay, so we would log in into this machine. We would install Java, and then because without Java, Maven will not work. Okay, and then we would be installing Maven. Okay, and after that, we would just basically build one project from Git. We would take one Java project and let us start building it from Git. Okay, and then we would also build one project from our side. So this is going to be what we do today. Okay, fine. Pardon me. Probably you might use different tool. For example, in .NET you will not use Maven. You would be using something called as MS Build. Okay. In case of Python, you might be using something else. For example, for Node.js, you use something called as Bower for front end. There are many tools for this. Maven is just one tool. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So even though you can make work of Maven for .NET developers don't like it. They like something called as NuGet. They like something called as MS Build. So that's the way which we need to follow. Okay. So I'm going to the downloads. Yes. So till this stuff is done. Okay. Uh, you should ask me this. Well, it does only third-party jar. Whatever your application depends on. Okay. If Maven has an idea about where to download it, it would download it. If it doesn't know, it would tell that I am unable to download dependency and your build will fail. So that's how it works. Okay. So, so first before installing a safer bet, update. Okay. And then I have to get install, open -jdk, right? Open -7. గూగుల్ చేద్దాంలేండి మీరు చెప్పింది నాకు అర్థమవుతలేదు కానీ ఓకే ఓపెన్ జేడీకే 7 ఓకే ఆన్ Ubuntu. Okay, there is no hyphen in, here. Hyphen JDK. Yeah. Okay. Okay, fine. And now after that, Java minus Ocean. I'm getting whatever I have. Okay. So if I have more than one Java environment, there is something called as alternatives. Google it would be able to find it. For example, you have JDK 8, JDK 7, and JDK 9. Okay. Then if you want to set JDK 7 as a primary Java executing environment, then you have to execute something called as alternatives. And you have to set that I want to run Java 7. Okay. Since we have only one Java, there is no issue around it. Okay. Fine. Now, I want to install basically Maven. Okay. So for using Maven, there is one approach which is basically downloading the zip file and adding the environment variables, and I don't want to do that. So first thing is asking me to search, is there anything called as Maven in the apt packages? Okay, so let me do that. Okay, there are many. Okay, so and then simply apt-get install Maven. Similarly, you have CentOS steps also. In the next slide, this is shared already. You can just click on that link and it would be taken. If you want to do the same installation on Red Hat or Red Hat family, you would have. Okay. Now let me do MVN minus. Okay. It also said, right, it is depending on Java, which is on Java 7 Open JDK, which we have installed right now. So that's it. This is the installation of Maven. Not much difficult, but the only thing to remember is you need to have Java and there should be environment variable set for that. If you don't have Java's environment variable set and if you type Java, nothing is working on your system, Maven also will not work. Okay, fine. Now, let us build some project. Okay. So to build a project, what I would take is I would take one open source project. Okay. So which is github.com, and let me take OpenMRS. Okay. And I think this we should have forked onto our site itself, but it's okay. github.com/a square zone. And let me see if I have something called as OpenMRS over here. I have OpenCart. No. Okay. So OpenMRS. So let me take this stuff itself. Okay, I want to get this into my system. So what is it I need to do? Clone it. So for that I need to have git. So I have to get install sudo. Okay, I would take the code from the GitHub repository and I would initiate the build command. Okay, so git clone. So I would get in, I would see a OpenMRS folder in this folder. Yeah. Okay. Now let me do ls, or let me do one more thing, which is apt-get install tree. Oh man. Okay. So here, man, this is not the file which you are looking for. Okay, it's okay. Let me delete this. rm minus rf open. Okay. So one thing to always remember is whenever you speak of something called as any Maven project, okay, then there would be one XML file in that root which is called as pom.xml. Okay, this is a root file. Okay, if you don't have this file, you can't do anything in Maven. ఓకే, డైరెక్ట్ గా ఈ ఫోల్డర్లో ఉండకపోవచ్చు, ఒక లెవెల్ డీపర్ గా ఉండొచ్చు, కానీ మావెన్ ని బిల్డ్ చేయాలంటే ఈ ఫైల్ కంపల్సరీ ఉండాలి. యూ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ దిస్ pom.xml. ఓకే, in the earlier case why we were unable to build, because it didn't contain pom.xml. Yeah, that was the only reason. Now let us assume that I want to build this. Okay, so let me go back and do the same stuff again. Copy this and do git clone. Exactly, these are the steps whatever your Jenkins also will do whenever it wants to build the OpenMRS. Okay, it would take the code, okay, it would download it, okay, and then it would get into that folder, and then it would initiate build commands. Yeah. Fine. So cd OpenMRS core, and am I seeing something called as pom.xml over here? Yes. So if I have pom.xml command, pom.xml file itself, my commands will work. Okay, first let us assume that I want to compile the code. I want to compile the code. The command which I would be using is mvn if you see, it does a hell lot of downloads. Okay, so it takes long time, don't worry about it, it will take too much time. Okay, so basically what it is trying to do is, your OpenMRS project to compile has many dependencies, and it is trying to download all of that. Okay, in the meantime it will also download if it doesn't have the tools to build, tools to compile. Okay, there might be some for itself initially when you have installed it newly. After that it would be just the tools which are required by your applications. Now it will take a hell lot of time, it would take too much time. Okay, so basically for any project you getting the git clone and then mvn and then some other command. Okay, so what is the command which we need to give for what purpose, we will be learning that. So compile on the install on the, okay, deploy on the, okay, clean install on the. So there are many things which come in over there. So what we need to understand is what does that each command do, and what is that command called as. It has failed. So basically it says that the build has failed because probably, yeah, they want Java 1.8. Okay, it's okay, that's fine, that's a build failure, our environment is wrong. Okay, now what happened during all of this build? What is that it was trying to download, and where did it put all of the downloads? So let us try to understand that. Okay, so cd, this is my home directory, right? Okay, let me do ls minus la. Are you seeing anything called as .m2 over here? Yesterday we have seen .jenkins over here. If you remember correctly, on the home directory there was .jenkins folder. In case of maven we would have .m2 folder. So let me get into it. cd .m2. If I see there is something called as repository, so let me do and get into repository. I do ls. Okay, it has whatever it tries to download, it will try to put that in these folders. Okay, are we clear? So Jenkins, this is where Jenkins downloads all of your dependencies, your home directory / .m2 folder. In case of Windows, it does it in C users, your username, and then you should be seeing a .m2 folder over here. So repository, and you have all of the downloads over here. Are we good? Yeah. So let me not build a complicated project, let me build a very simple project for you. Okay, so we now understand, at least understand that if you want to start maven, there is a file very important which is called as pom.xml. So let us try to write our own pom.xml and just try to see, understand what is that happens. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is what we would do. We would create one folder, and we would call that some other file folder, and then we would be writing pom.xml. So let us do the same steps. But I want to do it on the Linux machine. You can do the same steps on the Windows machine, it doesn't matter. Okay, So I'd be getting into cd home directory, and then I would be creating something called as hello world. Okay, and then I would be creating a file called as pom.xml. This is the only file which Maven understands. Okay, you would be writing pom.xml. So what to write in this pom.xml? Okay, so let me come to that. Okay, to write something in pom.xml, you need to basically add certain folders, and basically this is the XML file which you are going to write. Okay. So what is that I have written? I've started something called as project, and in that project I have written something called as group ID. Okay, and then artifact, and then there is something called as version, and then model version, and then packaging. Okay, let me write the same thing and let us see what happens after that. Okay, so vi pom.xml, and then project, okay, and within this project what are the other things which you need to write? 1 minute. Okay, first thing is group ID. I would be writing something like arg.qt. Okay, group ID, and then artifact ID. Okay, artifact ID. So don't worry about what these things are. I'll be explaining each and everything. So first blindly let us write it. Okay, so let me call it as hello world. Artifact ID, and then version 1.0 hyphen snapshot. Okay, and then the last property probably, oh no, we have to. Okay, model, and then packaging. Okay, so I'll come back and explain what these things are. Fine. So we'll be writing pom.xml, and Maven has very strict folder structure to be followed. The folder structure of Maven is always fixed. Okay, so let me finish this and let me go to the next slide where it tells you about the folder structure. Okay, so basically you need to, wherever you have pom file, okay, by default you can change them. Okay, but 99% of the cases you will not change it. It has something called as src, source folder, and in that you would have main, and in that you would have, okay, so in that you would be writing your code. So let me create those files. 1 minute. Okay, make their src, and I'm getting into that src, and then make their main. Okay, and I would get into that main, and then I'd be creating a file or folder called as Java. And in that Java, I'd be creating a file which is hello world.java, whatever it is. Okay. Hello world dot okay. So this is a place where your Java developers write some code, and I would be writing very simple code which is system.out.println, nothing about it. And I'm quite sure that everyone would have remembered it, whoever has done your graduation. It is just to print to a console. System.out.println is much like echo statement. Okay. So I'd be using very simple code. So don't worry about the code what I'm writing over here. Code doesn't matter. Okay. So public class hello world and then public static void main of string array of arguments. String array args. Okay. And here I would be writing system dot out dot println hello world. Okay. So first thing whenever you write Java code is you need to check whether the code whatever you have written is as per Java's norms or not, or Java's structure or not. Okay. So compilation will do that, also do that checking, and also give you dot class files. Okay, let us see that. So to use Maven to build this, okay, to use Maven to build this, what is that I need to do? I need to come to the folder where I have pom.xml file. Do I have pom.xml file over here? Yes. So I'd be using mvn compile. Now what it says? Malformed pom XML unrecognized tag. What is it? Model version is it? Oh. Let me try to remove that and try, and then I would be inserting whatever I want. So mvn so basically what it says, model version is missing. So let us add that. Okay. So vi pom.xml okay. Model version 4.0.0 slash model version. Okay. Now let us execute the same command. mvn what it says, build is success. Okay. So the whatever it has downloaded right now, these are the plugins which are required by Maven to compile Java project. We have not mentioned any dependencies till now. Okay. So now let us see what has happened to our folder structure. Are we seeing any new folder now? Target. So cd target. Let me do ls, or let me do tree from here. So what it has done, it has created a class file. Dot class is a compile output, right? So what it has done is it has created a class file in dot classes folder in this. Okay. Now, even though it is not such a great file, let us assume that we want to give this to our customer. So whenever we want to give this to customer, we can't give code, neither we can't give .class files. We need to package this, right? So then I would be executing something called as MVN package. So it says it has done. Okay. Now let me get into targets. Whatever Maven builds, it would be the target folder. Now let me do tree. Am I seeing anything new here? Did it create a jar file? Yes. And jar files naming convention sounds familiar to us. Okay. So what is naming convention of it? Artifact ID hyphen version. Artifact ID hyphen version is the will be the name of your jar or var file, whatever you are trying to build. That's it. This is what we do. Okay. Are we good? So this has packaged it. Okay. Now let us assume that we want to take this packaged application, okay, and give it to someone. Give it to someone. Then there are a couple of ways. One is just zip this jar file and send it via mail or whatever FTP which you have. Okay. Or the other thing is you can put this in your repository and ask that person to use your repository. Okay. So what Maven does is it also creates as a local repository. And what is our local repository's path? See, yeah, users.m2, and in that there is a repository folder. Now let us assume that I want to move this to my repository. So then I should use something called as mvn install. Mvn install will take this target file and copy it to my local m2 folders. So let us see that. So basically what it says, the goal requires your project to be executed. Oh, I'm not in the folder where I have POM file. Okay. So mvn install. It says it done. So let us see this. cd, okay, slash, and in that we have dot m2, and in that repository. Okay. So now what was our what do you say, project's basic name, org.qt, right? So are you seeing anything called as org over here? Okay, org, and in that qt, and in that hello world, and you do ls, you would have something called as 1.0 snapshot. And what is 1.0 snapshot? Version. Okay. Do I have my jar file over here? So that's how you can also move it to the local repository of it. Okay. Fine. Okay. Are we good now? Yeah. So till now we have done steps which are just only one goal each. Okay. So I want to remove this target folder now. I want to remove this target folder now. So I'd be doing something called as mvn clean. And after that, let me do ls. Okay. So I don't see target folder, right? Yeah, because I want to do, for some reason, I want to remove this. Okay. So I want to remove the target folder and then compile my code. So I can there is one way is mvn clean first and then mvn compile in the next command. Or you can write mvn clean. Yes, yes. It will execute multiple goals, one after the other. Yeah. Okay. And similarly, I can just say mvn clean package. Okay, and then mvn clean. So you can multiply these things also. Okay, so now let us do this. mvn clean. So I don't have target folder, and I am directly doing mvn package. Okay, okay. So what is packaging? Whatever class files which you have generated, it would combine to form a jar file. Okay. So, but did I did mvn compile? No. Let us see whether it will pass or fail. So what is it doing first? So whenever you give a goal, it will not only do whatever you have asked, it will also do whatever it has to do. For example, to do packaging, you need to compile. Similarly, to copy a var file or a jar file into your local repository, you need to have package. So whenever you do mvn install, it would compile, it would test, it would install, and then it would package, and then it would copy that to a test. So that is what I want to basically do it. So mvn clean, and what I would do is, let us do this, rm minus rf. Okay, I'm removing a folder, dot slash m2, okay, repository org qt. This is what I want. So I'm deleting whatever I'm basically created. Okay, and then I do mvn install. So mvn install is not just one goal, it does multiple goals within it. It would compile, and then it would call something called as test, and then it would do package, and then it would copy the package. So that's what it does. Now let us just get into that folder, cd dot slash m2 repository org qt. Okay, cd hello world, and in that 1.0 snapshot. Okay, so a goal is not actually only that goal, it might do some other things also. Okay, so mostly it is like that. Whenever you do, there are the important goals which you would be using are compile, test, package, install, deploy, and this order will be followed. Whenever you do package, it would do mvn compile and mvn test. Whenever you do install, it would do mvn package, which means mvn test is also done and mvn compile also is done. Mvn deploy, it would do mvn install. So that's how the stuff works. Are we good? So it is just not that, it would also do the other things also. Okay, fine. Pardon me? Unit tests. Unit tests. Tests I'll be showing it in the open source because we have not written any test code and I don't want to write it. Let us choose one repository and do it. Okay. The OpenMRS is asking for Java 8, right? So I would install that Java 8 in the background and let us use this machine to execute tests on that. Okay. So fine. Okay. Now let us look into one of the folder structure which we are looking. Okay. So let me not get into the place where we have changes, but Maven examples. Okay. Do we understand this now? So SRC might be the folder where he has written code, and in that he has main Java, and then he would have test Java. Test Java is a place where your developers write unit tests. Okay. What is a unit test? The code that is written to test, code which is basically meant to run the application. Okay. So whenever you do mvn test, whatever you have written in this will execute. Okay. And they have to follow this folder structure. So mvn maven, and maven would have a src folder, and in src folder you would have main, and then you would have test. Okay. And then you would have Java. Okay. So only main is the stuff which changes. The file names also will be the same. Okay. And remember one more thing. Tomorrow, if you are using Maven for Maven structure for other language like Scala, like Groovy, in place of Java, you would see that language's name. So if you are using a Groovy, the Maven's folder structure would be main Groovy test.groovy, something like that, or main Scala 1.scala or 2.scala, whatever it is. So basically, that is a folder convention which it follows. So after main, you would have language's name and then your file's names. Okay, that's why it has given that convention. Okay, so shall we quickly run this project? Yeah, come on. Maven. Okay, cloning this. So git clone. Okay, and then what is this project's name? Are we seeing pom.xml now? Yes. So first let me do mvn clean because I don't want target folder. Okay, fine. And then I would be doing mvn compile. Okay, first activity, first phase, and then mvn test. So this guy has written a unit test, so that's why it would start executing that. So it says the tests are run, one test is run, and there are no failures in it. So if you have failures, build will fail. Okay, so and then after this mvn package. Package will give us whatever he wants to, whether it is a jar or a war file, whatever he wants to. Okay, so he is also asking for a jar file. If you see, that is app-1.0.snapshot. Okay, and then mvn install. That's it. Okay, once we learn Artifactory, we would be doing mvn deploy also, but for now we can't deploy. Yeah. Fine. So will you be able to take any project and try to build it? It might take a hell lot of time. Okay, so some applications might require Java 7 or Java 8. So what you can try is take that OpenMRS core. Okay, it will take a lot of time. It will download a lot of stuff. So create a EC2 machine. That's better because at least it would have very decent internet speed. Okay, so and using a Git, clone that repository and then build it. Okay, so one more thing which I want to see on this stuff is, come on, yeah, not this, OpenMRS, right? I want you to not only build master, but also build other versions. I want you to build 1.8.x. Okay, we know how to switch branches, right? Yeah, git clone and then check out to this branch, and I want you to build the older versions of the stuff also. So if that is the case, you would be able to find out what is the executable which will run with 1.7 also. So 1.8 is the latest addition to OpenMRS, but quite recently it has changed. So you can go to every version of it or every branch of it and start building it. So that we would be understanding the essence of that stuff itself. Okay, so I'm stopping it at that. Yeah, and one last point which I want to make, nothing related to the Maven stuff, but yeah, let me finish these questions and then I would come back to that. Could you please repeat what is artifact, model, and package? Okay, so what is artifact ID? Artifact ID is name of the project or name of the stuff which you are actually building. And for example, I'm writing this jar for some intention, with some intention, then that becomes my artifact ID. Okay, and then what is model version? Model version is version of your Maven. దానికి ఎప్పుడు 4 ఉంటుంది. That has nothing to do with your project. Okay, it is the version or a schema version of Maven which you are trying to use. And then packaging. Okay, tomorrow we'll discuss about the other packaging types. What do jar mean, what does var mean, and all of that stuff. But it is just one type where you can give a release to your customer. Okay, so how to deploy this release in an application server? Take this jar for now. And there is other way of doing it, but whatever we have done till now, the only way is take the jar file from your local machine and paste it into web apps folder of your application server. That is the way as of now, but very soon it might change. Okay, so what if we require external jars to build the project? It would download, right? It would download. That's the whole point why we are using Maven. Okay, so otherwise if it was not about this, then there are Java command itself. There is something called as Java -c. Okay, and then there is some command with called as Java -jar, and you can use that and build jars. There is no need for you to go to Maven. The whole point of going to Maven is for this dependency management. Okay, will Gradle be covered? No. If Gradle will cover, I should also tell about Ant. If Ant is covered, I should tell about Bower, then to Gulp. Then DevOps will just finish on build tools. So I don't want to get into that. Okay, but Gradle will also have similar commands. Yeah, fine. Now one last point with respect to what has happened yesterday. Okay, couple of days back I got or 1 day back I got one of my friend who had called me saying that there are some DevOps openings in my organization and I want someone from you guys. So what has happened is we were discussing on this. I called to Quality Thought. The reception they say that sir, there are some mails which we got. I said, what are those mails? So one person says that he is from Classroom, and from past 6 days Satish is sending him the online link. Okay, and still he wants link, and he has written a mail to Ramna saying that is it the way which you want it? Guys, just question yourself. అసలు క్లాస్ రూమ్ వాళ్ళకి ఆన్లైన్ లింక్ మీకు మన ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ కాకుండా ఎవరైనా ఇస్తున్నారా? జస్ట్ ఆస్క్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. ఐ స్టే ఇన్ దిల్సుఖ్ నగర్, ఈజ్ ఇట్ మై ప్రాబ్లం? మరి దిల్సుఖ్ నగర్ లో ఉంటాం, క్వాలిటీ థాట్ సమస్య అది. పోనీ మీరు ఒక్కళ్ళే వస్తున్నారా దిల్సుఖ్ నగర్ నుండి? అలాంటి ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, ఉన్నాయనే కదా యాక్చువల్ గా మన లింక్స్ పంపించేది. సో బేసికల్ గా ఏమవుతుందంటే ఈ లింక్ రికార్డింగ్ అన్న దగ్గర వీఆర్ లూజింగ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ పొటెన్షియల్. So in all of that story, I have forgot about this job story. And yesterday he calls me and said that, okay, you said that you have a lot of profiles. Yesterday we have found one person and we have filled it. So it might the unnecessary mails, or it might be important for you, absolutely fine. But just tell me other institute who does it. మనం ఎందుకు ఇస్తున్నాం? ఎవరు ఇబ్బంది పడకూడదని. Okay, on Saturdays, are you getting links or not? Because that is just because you should not feel trouble. ఓకే, మార్నింగ్ 7ంటికి రావడానికి ప్రాబ్లం అయితే నేను ఏం చేయడానికి? నేను కాదు ఎవడన్నా ఏం చేయగలరు? అస్యూమ్ దట్ యూ హావ్ నాట్ జాయిన్ క్వాలిటీ, దట్ యూ హావ్ జాయిన్ సమ్ అదర్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్. వాట్ ఈస్ ద సొల్యూషన్ విచ్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఫర్ దట్? దే డోంట్ ఈవెన్ గివ్ యూ బ్యాకప్ క్లాసెస్. మన క్లాస్లో టీవీ ఉంది. ఓకే, అంటే మై ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ విత్ యూ ఆస్కింగ్ ద రికార్డింగ్. మై ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఈజ్ యూ ఒక్కళ్ళే కదా, మీ ప్రాబ్లం మీకు పెద్దగా అనిపిస్తుంది. కానీ మన క్లాస్లో ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు చూడండి, ఆన్లైన్లో ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు? 120 మంది. రోజుకి 5 సార్లు సతీష్ ఫోన్ చేస్తే నేను ఇలాంటి విషయాలు ఈ ఓపెనింగ్ల గురించి వీటి గురించి ఎవరితో మాట్లాడను? యు ఆర్ గెటింగ్ మై పాయింట్, రైట్? సో దర్ ఆర్ 120 people, and for this 120 people we just have Bhaskar also. There is other problem. Bhaskar also, only Bhaskar, and everyone wants personal lab assistant. Everyone. Guys, it is difficult and we can't manage it. At least we can't manage for the prices whatever we are taking. Are we charging you hefty amounts for DevOps? You can compare it with anything. You can compare it with cost, you can compare it with quality. నేను జనరల్గా ఈ మాట్లాడను. ఎందుకు మాట్లాడాల్సి వస్తుందంటే ఈ ప్రాసెస్లో చాలా మీనింగ్ఫుల్ థింగ్స్ మర్చిపోతున్నాం. That's a whole point which you are, that's a pain point for us. Okay, so I know you have doubts. I know it is difficult because I am working and sometimes I might not be available and all of that stuff. It's all great. Drop one mail. ఓకే, ఆయన ఇంటికి వెళ్ళాక కూడా ఫోన్లు చేస్తారంట. ఆయన క్వాలిటీ థాట్లో చేయని కర్మకి 10 వరకు ఫోన్లు వస్తాయి. అవసరం అది? విల్ యూ లైక్ ఇట్? Imagine yourself in Bhaskar's position. Will you like taking calls at 10 o'clock with just because the person was working? నేను ఆఫీస్లో పని చేస్తున్నానండి, మీరు మా గురించి పని చేయట్లేదండి. యూ హ్యావ్ కేమ్ హియర్ బికాస్ యూ వాంట్ ఎ బ్రైట్ కెరియర్ అండ్ వీఆర్ హెల్పింగ్ యూ అవుట్ ఆన్ దట్. దట్స్ అ సింపుల్ ఈక్వేషన్. ఓకే, డోంట్ ట్రై టు బేసికలీ పుష్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దిస్. అంటే నేను ఓపెనింగ్స్ గురించి మాట్లాడటం మానేశాను కంప్లీట్గా. ఇవాళ ఏం మెయిల్స్ వచ్చినాయి, recordings are issues. This is what I am speaking. Okay, so I don't want these discussions. అంటే ఇంతకు ముందు కూడా ఇదే ప్రాబ్లం జరిగి మనం ఏమన్నాం అంటే let us not share recordings. That's why we have online and offline. If you want, okay, if it is raining, if it is something really catastrophic, there is no need for you to tell us. You are sending it. మనం పంపించలేదు ఇంతకు ముందు. ఓకేనా సార్, మా ఇంట్లో ఫంక్షన్ ఉందండి, నేను వెళ్ళాలి, నాకు లింక్ కావాలండి. మీ ఇంట్లో ఫంక్షన్ పెట్టుకుంటే అది మా తప్ప? That's the whole point which I'm trying to take. See, there is some amount of personal comfort which we try to give. We don't make it official, but still Satish will help you out on that. And కొన్ని reasons నిజంగా ఇవ్వచ్చు Satish. Okay, but for Satish the strict rule is don't send recordings, but still he gives you. Don't send online links to offline people. But for some reasons if he finds it, అంటే ఇప్పుడు సతీష్ రోజంతా ఎలా అయిపోయిందంటే జడ్జి లాగా అయింది అనమాట. ఎదుటోడు నిజం చెప్తున్నాడా అబద్ధం చెప్తున్నాడా? మనం షెర్లాక్ హోమ్స్ లేదంటే సైబర్ సెక్యూరిటీ మీద డిటెక్టివ్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ రన్ చేయట్లా. ఓకే, సో సి ఎవ్రీవన్ హ్యాస్, ఫర్ ఎవ్రీవన్ దిస్ కోర్స్ ఇస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఐ అండర్స్టాండ్ దట్. ఓకే, బట్ డోంట్ జస్ట్ పొద్దున్న లెగలేదను, రాత్రి ఫంక్షన్కి వెళ్ళొచ్చి లేట్ అయిందను. నిజంగా దెర్ ఆర్ సమ్ జెన్యూన్ రీజన్స్ వేర్ యూ కాంట్ రియల్లీ మేక్ ఇట్. ఇట్స్ ఓకే, దట్స్ ఫైన్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ వినాయక చవితికి 4 రోజులు లింకులు పంపిస్తాను, మండే కూడా పంపించాను. ఎందుకంటే కొంతమంది బస్సుల్లో ఉండుంటారు, వచ్చేప్పుడు పొద్దున్న బస్సులు రాకపోతే ఇబ్బంది పడతారని. సో ఇంత థాట్ ప్రాసెస్ మనం చేస్తున్నప్పుడు అలాంటి మెయిల్స్ వస్తే ఎలా ఉంటుంది? Yesterday myself and Ramna were discussing. Ramna was telling to me that you are the only class where I have this problem because you are liberal. The same thing is not happening with other classes like RP or any other thing. నేను ఎందుకు ఇస్తానంటే, see, even I ask you to play the recordings over here, the only reason is the subject is challenging and there might be some portions of the class which you might not have understood and I want you to listen it again. That's the whole point. ఓకే, అది మీ బెనిఫిట్ గురించే. అంటే నాకు ప్రతి మీటింగ్లో ఆ పాయింట్ దగ్గరే పిన్ చేస్తారు, అసలు నువ్వే ఇలాంటి అవకాశాలు ఇచ్చేదని. సో ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ దట్ టు బి, అంటే ఇలాంటి చిన్న చిన్న రీజన్స్ వల్ల, ఒకళ్ళిద్దరు మెయిల్స్ వల్ల, ఐఎమ్ క్వైట్ షూర్ దట్ 95% of the people don't do that. There are only 5% of the people who do that. But that creates a lot of trouble. That's the whole point which I am trying to tell. Okay, so if you have any trouble and I am అంటే నా దగ్గరకు వచ్చి మాట్లాడలేనంత ఇబ్బంది ఏం లేదుగా మీకు. ఎనీవన్ కెన్ స్పీక్ విత్ మీ, రైట్? నాతో మాట్లాడొద్దు, నా క్లాస్ అయిపోయింది అంటున్నాను ఎవరితోన్నా. మహా అయితే క్లాస్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది, క్లాస్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మాట్లాడుకుందాం అంటాం. ఓకే, సో ప్లీజ్ బీ, డోంట్ జస్ట్ థింక్ దట్ దిస్ ఈజ్, మీరు ఒక్కళ్ళే డెవాప్స్ నేర్చుకుంటున్నారు కదా, మన చుట్టూ చూసుకుంటే 120 మంది ఉన్నారు అప్రాక్సిమేట్గా, మీరు ఆన్లైన్ ఆఫ్లైన్ అందరు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసుకుంటే. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు ఇందులో ఎంతమందికి పర్సనల్గా చేయగలం చెప్పండి? ఓకే, it is not possible, right? So that's the whole purpose why we are giving this value additions which are not provided anywhere else, and I am the culprit for it. ఈ మొత్తం ఆ రికార్డింగ్ కానీ టీవీ పెట్టి ఇవన్నీ నా ప్రపోజల్సే, అంటే నా పథకాలు అనమాట. బేసిక్ గా ఇవన్నీ ఎక్కడికి వస్తున్నాయంటే, నీదే తప్పు, ఇవన్నీ లేదు, నువ్వే అలవాటు చేసావు, ఇప్పుడు మాకు ఇదే సరిపోతుంది. ఓకే, సో డూ యూ వాంట్ టు లూజ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దట్ బెనిఫిట్ జస్ట్ బికాస్ సమ్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ జస్ట్ ఆస్కింగ్ ఫర్ ఇట్ పర్మనెంట్లీ? మన ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ లో ఏ ఆన్లైన్ స్టూడెంట్ కి ఏ ఆఫ్లైన్ స్టూడెంట్ కి లింకులు పంపించరండి, సాయంత్రం క్లాసులు పెడితే రావాల్సిందే. కానీ నేనేం చెప్తాను, పంపించండి, because people stay far away. I don't want people to get trouble learning DevOps. So please don't take these things away from me. Okay, నేను ఇది ఇచ్చేదే మీ కంఫర్ట్ గురించి. ఫైనల్ గా సాయంత్రానికి నాకు వచ్చే కంక్లూజన్ ఏంటంటే, అసలు మీరు ఇవన్నీ వాళ్ళకి చెప్పకపోతే నాకు ఈ గొడవ ఉండదు కదా అంటారు. దట్ ఈస్ ద కంక్లూజన్ ఎవ్రీ డే. అండ్ ఐ సే దట్ ఓకే, let us just postpone it. I have been procrastinating this or postponing this issue from the past 6 months. 6 months నుంచి జరుగుతూనే ఉన్నాయి. I never take it seriously. Okay, see, there might be a smaller portion of it who are taking an advantage or who want to take it as basically negative, but there are many people who are getting advantage from it. సో ఐ లైక్ దట్ మెజారిటీ. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే నాకు ఇంకా వేరే డిస్కషన్ జరుగుతుంది. ఇదే ఆఫీస్లో ఉంటాను, సడన్గా ఫోన్ వస్తుంది, సార్ రికార్డింగ్ పంపించలేదని మెయిల్ వచ్చింది సార్, లేదంటే ఆన్లైన్ లింక్ పంపించలేదని మెయిల్ వచ్చింది సార్. ఓకే, సో ఇంకొంతమంది అయితే రికార్డింగ్ ఉన్నారు కదా అని క్లాసులు రావడం మానేశారు. అది అద్భుతం అసలు అది. సో ఆన్లైన్ వాళ్ళకి రికార్డింగ్ ఉంటుంది కదా అని క్లాస్ అవకాశం, దట్ ఈస్ జస్ట్ అన్ ఆపర్చునిటీ ఫర్ యూ టు రీవిజిట్. ఓకే, సో రికార్డింగ్ కోసమే మీకు క్లాసులు అయితే అసలు ఇంత గొడవ ఏముంది? ఇన్నిసార్లు రావాల్సిన పనే ఉంది. మీలో రిపీటేటర్స్ లేరా? there are many people who are repeating right from the past batch. Okay, why they are coming? నన్ను చూస్తే ఏమన్నా మంచి జరుగుద్దా? పోనీ నా కాళ్ళని చూస్తే మంచి జరుగుద్దా? ఏం లేదుగా, ఏదో నేర్చుకుందాం అనేగా వచ్చేది. దట్స్ అ హోల్ పాయింట్ విచ్ ఐఎమ్ ట్రైంగ్ టు మేక్. దెర్ ఇస్ సంథింగ్ విచ్ చేంజెస్ ఎవ్రీ టైం. ఓకే, మీ పక్కన కూర్చొని లాస్ట్ టైం వచ్చిన అడగండి, నేను మ్యావెల్లో ఇయే చెప్పానా ఇలాగే చెప్పానా అని. నేను చెప్పను, నాకు తెలియదు ఫస్ట్ నేనేం చెప్తాను సాయంత్రం క్లాస్కి వచ్చేంత వరకు. అందుకే అడిగేది నేను ఏం చెప్తామని, నేనేం మాట్లాడుకున్నాం అని చెప్పేది అందుకే కదా. సో ప్లీజ్ డోంట్ లూజ్ బెనిఫిట్స్ జస్ట్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ సమ్ సిల్లీ రీజన్. దట్స్ అ హోల్ పాయింట్. అంటే నాకు డైలీ జరిగే కంక్లూజన్ ఇదే, అసలు అవన్నీ ఆపేస్తే పోద్ది కదా అంటారు. నాకు ఇష్టం లేదు. I don't want wider audience to lose benefits just because some people create some trouble. I am just so that requesting that smaller minority section of our classroom. Okay, if you have any trouble, come and speak to me on Saturdays. I am here. Okay, జ్వరం వచ్చిందండి రాలేను. జ్వరం వస్తే మనం ఏం చేస్తాం? జ్వరం వస్తే ఒక రోజు పడుకోండి హ్యాపీగా, మర్నాడు వచ్చి వినండి. జ్వరం రోజున కూడా అంత బాధపడతా వినియాల క్లాసు. That's the whole point. So don't tell your problems as if they are our problems. Okay, కొంతమందికి చాలా సిల్లీగా నవ్వు వచ్చేలాగా ఉంటాయి. నేను అలాగే నవ్వుకునేవాడిని. 6 నెలలు నేను గత 3 నెలలు ఆ 3 నెలలకు ముందు అలాగే నవ్వుకునేవాడిని. 3 నెలల నుండి నేను ఇబ్బంది పడుతున్నాను అనమాట. ఫస్ట్ లో బాగున్నాయి నాకు మంచి ఫన్నీగా వినటానికి. ఓకే, సో ప్లీజ్ డోంట్ టేక్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ అవే ఫ్రమ్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. అంటే Ramna దీనికి ఇరిటేట్ అయ్యి he might tell one day saying that okay, let us just remove all of this thing, let us not do it, so no more recordings. And ante I can't help it, right? I can't help it. I'm just pushing to this extent. So don't stretch or don't send that unnecessary stuff to us. Okay, so anything here we are here to help you. Definitely try to help you. And I'm asking, even for the online students, I'm just asking if they want to repeat, you can repeat as many times as you want. Just send a mail. Okay, that's the whole point. ఇవన్నీ మీ దగ్గర నుండి మీరే లాగేసుకోకండి. ఓకే, పక్కన వాడికి 3 రోజులు ఇచ్చారండి లింక్ ఊరెళ్తుంటే, నాకు మాత్రం 1 రోజు ఇవ్వమంటే సతీష్ నన్ను కోపంగా చూశాడండి. మీకు సతీష్ కోపం కనబడుతుంది, కాకపోతే సతీష్ కోపానికి ముందు 100 ఫోన్లు వచ్చి ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, వన్ డే ఐ వాస్ సిట్టింగ్ దేర్, ఐ గాట్ ఇరిటేటెడ్. జనరల్గా నేను ఇరిటేట్ అవ్వను, నాకు కోపం అంత గమ్మున రాదు. ఐ గాట్ ఇరిటేటెడ్. వాట్ ద హెల్, దిస్ ఇస్ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్ జాబ్ టు డూ. I thought doing some nuclear science is better than this, than managing people. Yeah, so let us only focus on technology. Okay, ఇలాంటి డిస్కషన్ నేను మళ్ళీ పెట్టాలని అనుకోవట్లా. Let us speak on either technology or fun, but not on this ఈ క్రమశిక్షణ, because I am the most undisciplined person. ఓకే, కానీ ఎదుటివాడిని ఇబ్బంది పెట్టే అంత మాత్రం కాదు. అన్డిసిప్లిన్డ్ పర్సన్ నా వరకు ఉంటుంది అది, అంటే దానివల్ల ఇబ్బంది పడితే నేనే పడతాను. ఓకే, మీరు కూడా అలా ఉంటే సరిపోతుంది. ఎదుటివాడిని ఇబ్బంది పెట్టే అన్డిసిప్లిన్ మనకు వద్దు, అప్పుడు తిట్టుకుంటారు. ఓకే, fine guys, I'm stopping it at that, and let us start AWS in 10 minutes.